Good morning, everyone. Brian Hoops here with Midwest Market Solutions. This is our Market Insider TV opening commentary, Friday morning, October the 3rd. Good morning, and hope your day is off to a good start. We're going to give you some of the news and fundamentals that we have this morning with the government being shut down. Of course, somewhat limited, especially in the grain markets as far as getting any export news or export sale announcements, that sort of thing, from the government. So we're entering our third day, I believe, of a government shutdown, and no signs it's going to be resolved today or over the weekend, and possibly will go into next week. So the last shutdown was about 18 days, I think, or 35 days. The average is 18 days. There we go. And we'll see if we can get something figured out ahead of that. I'll be doing RFD TV this morning, 8:15 Central Time, to end the week, and we'll be sending out that link later on this morning. Overnight, dollar index is a little bit softer. Nat gas is lower after a big reversal yesterday. Crude oil's trying to see a little bit of a bounce here as the market closed below some key technical support yesterday. Stock market fractionally higher with gold and silver. Some wild rides in that silver market. We were down sharply at one point yesterday. We went to the 48, dropped at 166 points, and then we're rallying back. We're getting close to 48 cents again in that silver. Corn and beans end fractionally lower by the closing bell this morning after trading higher through a lot of the night session, and wheat is a couple cents better as we close out the overnight session and get prepared for the reopening at 8:30 Central Times. Follow us on Twitter, Midwest Markets and Brian Hoops, for latest information. Go to our website, MidwestMarketSolutions.com, and sign up for our text message service there. All right, this weekend, it looks to be very active as far as harvest activity, and I think some pressure will weigh on values ahead of the weekend as it looks wide open for harvest. Now, there is some possible delays by the middle of next week across the Midwest, such as Iowa could get some rains and just knock producers out of the fields for a short period of time. So I think we're going to be very active, pushing things, trying to get corn, soybeans at least closer to completion, if not completed, before those rains kick in next week. Private analyst S&P Global. This is the old Informa Group, and if you go back as far as I do, it's the old Sparks Group. They cut their U.S. corn yield estimate from 189.1 all the way down to 185.5. The output is still pretty strong at 16.7 billion bushels. That's just over 100 million bushels below what the USDA said in September. Soybean yields lowered from 53.8 last month down to 53, and then we'd have a 4.261 billion bushel crop, 40 million below the current working government estimate. And of course, our next supply and demand report is Thursday of next week. That is certainly in jeopardy. Live cattle options expire today. They go off the board. First notice day for the October live cattle futures is Monday, October the 6th. We saw bids developing with the lower futures contracts yesterday. We saw bids at 230 to 233 in Kansas, 230, and on address basis 357 to 360 in Nebraska. Asking prices in the South are 237 to 240, and on address basis there's 363 in Nebraska. Now, we did have a little bit of trade in the North. That would be steady with Wednesday's trade at 230 live and 360 dress. That is down from last week, however, and really haven't seen any Southern trade at all to speak of so far. Thursday afternoon, box beef was lower. Choice dropped 525, and selects were down 349. Volume was 132 loads. I know there was some talk that as we end September, maybe the boxes will kind of catch hold. I haven't seen that evidenced yet. Packers haven't cut kills yet either to try and prop up those boxes. That's probably the next thing that they will do. We haven't seen that yet, and no evidence that these boxes are catching and taking hold anytime soon. So we expect to see a little follow through in the cattle on the opening this morning, some weekend hedge pressure in the grains. Have a great day. Good luck, everyone. Good trading. And as always, we hope to talk to you soon.